God's hand is evident in your life when doors open that no one can explain, guiding you toward your calling. These doors often appear at unexpected times, in circumstances that seem ordinary but carry extraordinary potential. They may seem small at first, like casual conversations or simple opportunities, yet they are divinely orchestrated. When God opens a door, it is rarely by accident or coincidence. Timing is perfect, even if it does not align with your plans. These openings require faith to recognize. Human logic often fails to see the significance of the moment. Those who are chosen for a purpose often find that what others consider insignificant is exactly what leads to destiny. God's hand arranges connections and opportunities with precision. Awareness of this guidance is a sign that your path is being directed. Sometimes, God's doors come disguised as challenges or obstacles, testing faith and patience. What appears as difficulty may be a hidden gateway to purpose. The unexpected barriers serve to refine character and strengthen resolve. The presence of these obstacles does not indicate abandonment, but divine preparation. Those chosen are often stretched before they are elevated. Patience becomes essential while waiting for the door to fully open. Trust in God's timing is a hallmark of those who are picked for a purpose. Recognizing the spiritual significance behind circumstances requires discernment. Faith sees beyond what the eyes perceive. These moments teach dependence on God rather than reliance on human understanding. The unseen hand of God is moving even when progress seems delayed. Divine guidance often manifests through people who act as messengers, mentors, or supporters. These individuals appear at just the right time to provide encouragement, direction, or resources. The interactions may seem casual, yet they carry profound impact on life trajectory. God uses people to confirm His plan and to open doors that might otherwise remain closed. Recognizing these connections requires attentiveness and spiritual sensitivity. Those chosen often notice patterns and coincidences that reveal intentional design. Guidance can also come through words, signs, or repeated confirmations that stir the heart. God's hand is never limited to a single method. He moves creatively. Being chosen means learning to recognize and respond to these divine prompts. Listening and acting in faith strengthens alignment with purpose. Spiritual discernment becomes sharper over time. Unexpected opportunities often arrive when preparation meets divine timing. Skills, experiences, and passions cultivated over years suddenly find relevance in a new context. What seems random may actually be a culmination of God's orchestration. Being ready to step through the door requires continual growth and learning. Those chosen are often positioned carefully before the opportunity presents itself. Preparation involves both spiritual and practical development. The journey leading up to the door is as significant as stepping through it. God's hand coordinates timing, ensuring readiness and capacity for impact. Faithful stewardship of current responsibilities leads to future openings. The awareness that preparation precedes opportunity reinforces trust in God's design. Every experience contributes to readiness for purpose. Sometimes God's doors demand courage and boldness to enter. Fear and uncertainty can make a new path intimidating. Those who are chosen recognize that hesitation may mean missing a divine opportunity. Courage is fueled by faith, trusting that God goes before and prepares the way. Stepping forward often involves risk, yet faith assures that the path is guided. Boldness demonstrates alignment with divine intention. Miraculous provision and protection accompany those who act in obedience. God's hand ensures that the risk is measured by divine oversight rather than human recklessness. Stepping through the door is an act of surrender and trust. The ability to act decisively reflects recognition of God's guidance. The chosen learn that obedience unlocks further opportunities. God's hand is also evident through the peace and confirmation that comes when the right door opens. A sense of clarity and inner assurance often accompanies divine opportunities. The Spirit recognizes alignment even when circumstances seem uncertain. Peace acts as a guide, confirming that the direction is ordained. Those chosen experience this peace as a sign to move forward with confidence. Discernment between doors that appear open but are not intended is crucial. Spiritual sensitivity grows as one learns to distinguish between fear-driven impulse and divine guidance. Confirmation may come through prayer, scripture, or spiritual counsel. The peace associated with God's hand acts as a compass for purpose. Recognizing this inner affirmation strengthens trust and courage to follow the path God has prepared. Every open door carries a message of divine intent. Divine favor shows itself through supernatural provision, protection, and opportunities beyond your human effort, marking the unmistakable hand of God in your life. This favor often arrives unexpectedly, in ways that cannot be explained by skill, luck, or timing. Resources appear just when needed, doors open where none seemed possible, and situations align in your favor. Those chosen for a purpose discover that God supplies what is required to accomplish His plan. Favor transcends ordinary effort. It moves in realms unseen, orchestrating circumstances for divine outcomes. The human mind may struggle to comprehend the sudden alignment of events. Recognizing favor requires spiritual awareness and humility. Favor is often accompanied by a sense of divine timing. It comes in both small acts of provision and monumental breakthroughs. Understanding and acknowledging this favor strengthens faith and perseverance. Protection is another visible sign that God has picked you for a purpose. Circumstances that could have derailed your progress are often subtly redirected or mitigated. Accidents, conflicts, and misfortunes sometimes bypass those under divine protection. What seems like luck is often the careful, unseen hand of God preserving life and opportunity. Those chosen notice a pattern of safety and guidance that cannot be credited to chance alone. Protection does not mean life is free from challenges, but it ensures that purpose is preserved despite opposition. Spiritual discernment grows as one learns to identify these instances of divine shielding. Each moment of preservation is a reminder of intentional design. Faith deepens when one recognizes that God actively intervenes. The sense of security fosters boldness in pursuing assignments. Opportunities that surpass human effort also confirm God's selection for a purpose. Doors that seem closed open in perfect timing, often through unexpected connections or divine orchestration. These opportunities may require courage to step into, but they carry the fingerprints of divine favor. Those chosen for purpose are often prepared in advance for these moments. Skills, experiences, and character development align to meet the requirements of the opportunity. Favor works quietly, unseen by the world, until circumstances reveal the breakthrough. The timing, nature, and impact of these opportunities often exceed human planning. Recognizing these moments demands attentiveness to the guidance of the Holy Spirit. Responding in faith maximizes the potential embedded within the opportunity. Each step taken in alignment with divine favor strengthens trust in God's plan. Divine favor often comes with affirmation from the Spirit, which confirms that actions and decisions are aligned with God's purpose. This affirmation may appear as peace, sudden insight, or consistent encouragement from unlikely sources. Those chosen notice these confirmations as signals to proceed with confidence. Faith and obedience amplify the effect of favor, creating a cycle of blessing and progress. The confirmation may arrive quietly or dramatically, yet it always reinforces the alignment with God's intention. Recognizing these signs requires spiritual sensitivity and attentiveness. Ignoring them can lead to unnecessary struggle or missed opportunities. Favor often intersects with prayer, obedience, and discernment. Each confirmation builds certainty that God is actively working through the individual. Alignment with these signals results in accelerated growth toward purpose. Favor is also revealed through doors that defy natural explanation, where human effort alone could not have produced the outcome. These instances remind the chosen that destiny is guided by divine orchestration rather than chance. Circumstances seem to conspire in alignment with God's plan, producing results beyond expectation. Those under divine favor often experience breakthroughs at critical moments. Successes are often preceded by preparation that seemed unrelated at the time. The cumulative effect of favor, protection, and opportunity reveals a pattern of intentional guidance. Recognition of these moments nurture humility, gratitude, and trust. Favor confirms that the individual is part of a greater plan. Spiritual insight grows as one observes the divine choreography of life. Responding faithfully to favor enhances readiness for the next stage of purpose. Divine favor encourages perseverance, even in the face of opposition. Challenges may still arise, but the protection, provision, and opportunities accompanying favor ensure that purpose cannot be derailed. Those chosen learn to navigate difficulties with confidence, knowing unseen support surrounds them. Favor inspires faith in the midst of uncertainty and fosters resilience. Obstacles become temporary, as favor rearranges circumstances to maintain progress. The consistent experience of favor cultivates a deep awareness of God's presence and involvement. Recognizing patterns of favor teaches discernment in future decisions. Trust develops as one witnesses the continual orchestration of events. Faith grows stronger with each confirmation of favor. The presence of divine favor affirms identity, mission, and calling. A deep, unshakable peace and clarity in your decisions signals alignment with God's purpose for your life, showing unmistakable evidence that you have been chosen. This peace often arrives in moments of uncertainty when human logic offers no solution. It is a sense of inner calm that surpasses understanding, settling the heart despite external chaos. Those chosen for a divine purpose. Notice that decision-making becomes less stressful when guided by this clarity. The peace carries assurance that the path is orchestrated, even if the steps ahead are not fully visible. It allows one to act boldly without fear of misstep. Clarity provides discernment between options that align with God's will and those that do not. It is an internal compass pointing toward divine intent. The mind becomes quiet, allowing intuition, guided by the Spirit, to surface. This clarity is a gift that confirms purpose. Peace and clarity often manifest as confidence in choices that might appear risky to others. While external circumstances may seem uncertain, the individual experiences an inner sense of correctness. This confidence is not arrogance, but grounded assurance in God's guidance. Those chosen for purpose find that when they step forward, doors open and opportunities align. The sense of alignment is accompanied by freedom from doubt that typically paralyzes decision-making. This inner stillness allows for focus, eliminating distractions that could derail purpose. Clarity reveals the priorities that truly matter, separating trivial matters from divine assignments. It strengthens resolve in the face of opposition and provides stability amidst change. The peace associated with God's hand reassures the soul. It fosters courage to take necessary steps. A life marked by unshakable peace and clarity demonstrates sensitivity to divine timing and direction. It becomes easier to recognize when to act and when to wait. Those chosen often experience a rhythm between movement and pause dictated by God. This rhythm preserves energy and maintains focus on priorities. Timing guided by divine clarity prevents unnecessary mistakes or misaligned effort. The peace of God guards the heart against impulsive decisions born of fear or impatience. When clarity accompanies prayer, guidance is unmistakable. Those walking in purpose find that doors open smoothly when steps are taken at the right moment. The ability to discern timing reflects spiritual maturity and obedience. Clarity, therefore, becomes a tool for navigating life with purpose. Clarity also manifests in understanding. relationships, and connections that support God's plan. Individuals notice patterns of guidance through people, conversations, and circumstances. Hat confirm direction. Those chosen for purpose recognize allies, mentors, and partners placed strategically in their path. Relationships become instruments for growth and fulfillment of destiny. Peace allows for wise evaluation of these interactions, distinguishing between beneficial and distracting influences. It fosters discernment in selecting companions aligned with divine purpose. Guidance through relational clarity prevents wasted effort and conflict. Those walking in purpose experience divine orchestration in connections that reinforce their path. Each interaction contributes to the unfolding of purpose. Clarity ensures that relationships serve God's plan rather than personal desire. The combination of peace and clarity strengthens resilience in the face of challenges. When trials arise, the individual remains steadfast because decisions are rooted in divine alignment. The knowledge that one's choices reflect God's purpose diminishes fear and anxiety. Obstacles become opportunities to exercise faith and depend on divine wisdom. Clarity provides perspective, revealing lessons hidden in adversity. Peace guards against discouragement, maintaining focus on long-term goals rather than temporary setbacks. Those chosen for purpose grow in perseverance and spiritual endurance. Confidence in God's guidance reduces hesitation and indecision. The heart becomes anchored in trust, relying on inner assurance to navigate difficulties. This clarity cultivates a life that consistently moves toward divine destiny. Finally, peace and clarity illuminate the path ahead, even when the outcome is not yet visible. The chosen person experiences a sense of certainty in God's plan that transcends human reasoning. Each decision aligns with purpose, producing results that reflect divine orchestration. This inner guidance fosters intentional action rather than reactive behavior. The clarity, why of mind and calmness of heart ensure that priorities are maintained. Awareness of God's hand in choices strengthens faith and reliance on the Spirit. Those walking in purpose notice that even small steps carry significance. Every decision becomes a deliberate step toward fulfillment of destiny. The combination of peace and clarity ensures consistent alignment with God's plan. It empowers the individual to navigate life with confidence and purpose. God equips you with unique gifts, passions, and experiences designed specifically to fulfill the assignment He has chosen for you, revealing unmistakable evidence of divine selection. These gifts are often evident from a young age, but may remain dormant until circumstances bring them to the forefront. Passion stirs the heart in alignment with purpose, creating a natural drive toward meaningful work. Experiences, both joyful and challenging, shape character and build capacity for future assignments. Those chosen for purpose often notice patterns in their life that seem orchestrated for preparation. God combines talent, temperament, and trials to create readiness. Recognition of these gifts requires self-awareness and spiritual sensitivity. Every skill or talent is a tool for divine impact, not merely personal gain. The combination of gifts and experiences points toward specific objectives. Purpose becomes clearer when one examines how their abilities intersect with opportunities. Passions ignite enthusiasm that fuels persistent pursuit of God's calling. When passion aligns with divine purpose, it produces energy that overcomes obstacles and discouragement. Those chosen for specific assignments often feel a burning desire to act in ways that align with their gifts. Passion is an internal compass guiding decisions and actions. It sustains effort even when external support is minimal. God places these passions strategically to motivate action in areas that impact others. Awareness of passion alongside gifts creates clarity about direction. Each area of interest may carry clues about the larger mission. Passion is not self-serving but directed towards service and fulfillment of divine objectives. The combination of passion and gifts produces synergy, amplifying the potential for influence. Experiences, especially challenges, refine character, and prepare the chosen for responsibility. Life lessons, trials, and setbacks cultivate wisdom that cannot be learned otherwise. Those selected for purpose often face situations that test patience, faith, and perseverance. Every challenge shapes resilience and equips the individual to navigate future assignments. The combination of triumphs and failures builds depth of understanding and empathy. Experiences may feel random at the time but reveal a divine pattern in hindsight. God uses these moments to mold character and deepen insight. Preparedness comes not only from natural ability but also from experiential knowledge. The lessons learned create readiness for opportunities that demand more than talent alone. Each encounter contributes to equipping the chosen for impactful action. Recognition of one's unique gifts requires discernment and intentional reflection. Self-examination and prayer help identify strengths and areas of influence. God often confirms gifts through encouragement, affirmation, and opportun. Those chosen for purpose. Notice when natural abilities attract attention and produce results that benefit others. Spiritual sensitivity allows one to discern which talents align with divine calling. Gifts are intended to serve rather than merely to impress. They function as instruments for building, teaching, and guiding others. Purpose is clarified when gifts are used in service rather than withheld. Understanding the interplay between gifts and passion deepens alignment with assignment. Regular practice and development of abilities strengthen readiness for purpose. Opportunities often reveal how gifts, passions, and experiences intersect with divine assignments. God arranges circumstances that allow the chosen to exercise their abilities. Those who recognize these openings respond with confidence and obedience. Opportunities test readiness and provide a platform for growth. Favor often accompanies these moments, ensuring provision and protection. When gifts are applied in alignment with purpose, impact is amplified beyond expectation. Awareness of God's orchestration fosters gratitude and humility. Each success demonstrates the intentional preparation behind the assignment. The chosen person begins to see patterns in how resources, people, and circumstances converge. Recognition of alignment reinforces trust in God's guiding hand. Finally, the combination of gifts, passions, and experiences produces a sense of clarity and destiny. Individuals notice a natural flow when engaging in tasks aligned with their calling. Effort feels purposeful rather than forced, and challenges become manageable. The heart senses fulfillment when abilities are exercised in service of God's plan. Spiritual discernment grows as one becomes attuned to the ways God provides direction. Those chosen understand that their preparation is divinely timed and designed. Awareness of alignment encourages boldness in pursuing assignments. Gifts are maximized when combined with passion and informed by experience. Purpose becomes tangible through consistent, faithful action. Divine equipping empowers the individual to walk confidently into the assignment God has prepared.